Hello my friends, William Poloniak here again from Whole Health Foundation. Today I'm making a very simple juice with 10 pounds of carrots, 1 large beet, some turmeric and ginger. Now as usual, I'm going to plug in my thermometer and start with some ice cubes. But before that I want to point out that I'm using the new near zero blowback cutter and the front loading feed tube, which I absolutely love. It's so convenient, it's ergonomically comfortable, and makes juicing a much easier process. So I'm going to start with 3 ice cubes. And I'm going to begin with carrots. Now normally you would feed in the large end first, but when you have small carrots, you can reverse them and get maybe 2 or 3 at a time. Save a little time that way. Whenever possible. That keeps your posture erect. Now I'm down to the last of my carrots. Now I want to point out another advantage to the front loading feed tube. When you're down to your last carrots, there's always a plug of carrot or other produce in here, and you can actually see that it's not a completely done process of shredding the vegetables. So you can put some pulp in here and feed that last plug through. And what we have here is carrots, 1 large beet, ginger, and turmeric. So we'll get a nice mix and rotate your bowl in both directions so that you get a very thorough mix. And then we'll make some juice. Now once again, I'm going to demonstrate my less work 6-cloth method. 3 scoops in each cloth, fold it into thirds, flatten it, pull it into as tight a package as you can, a little crease at the back, a little crease here, and with your fingers pull in the front flap under, make a nice tight package, set it aside, and we're going to press 2 cloths full of pulp at one time, and that way we'll get best pressure. So again, fold this into thirds, pat that down, pull the other flap over in as tight a package as you can make. Again, look at my folding technique, how I'm folding that under with my fingers into a nice tight package, and I'm going to put these first 2 cloths into the tray, centered left to right, centered front to back, adjust it if necessary all the way back, and back it off. And we'll continue. Now to demonstrate my less work 6-cloth method. When you're on your last cloth, advance that all the way. This is the less work 6-cloth method. This goes forward, that goes over. The spent cloths go on top. 2 new cloths full of pulp go in the press, centered left to right, centered front to back, adjusted if necessary. It's very important to be in the center. All the way back, back it off a little bit. Now there's 2 methods with your spent pulp. If there's a puddle of juice in your juice tray, you want to take your spent pulp, crush it up, put it in the puddle of juice, and then put 3 more scoops in a new cloth. And again, notice a little fold here. Take that with your fingers and tuck it under into as tight a package as you can make, and set that aside. Now the other method is to not throw away this pulp, but to put 2 scoops, not 3 scoops, on top of this spent pulp. If you have a large batch of juice, later on you'll put only 1 scoop on top. And again, when you're on your last cloth, advance that all the way, pull this into a tight package, little fold here at the front, pull this with your fingers into a tight package, flatten it, this goes forward, that goes over, and the spent cloths go on top. And again, into the tray, centered left to right, centered front to back, all the way back, back it off a little bit. Pull this forward, that goes over, the spent cloths go on top. Now I don't want this to drip on my countertop, so what I'm going to do is set it back, but not a little bit, a lot, so it's obvious. And I'll remind you again, if you get tempted to set it back only a little bit, you will damage your tray. Don't do that. Set it back a lot, and let's fill some bottles. Now notice I'm leaving about 10% for filtered water. I always add about 10% water to my juices. Juice is very, very concentrated anyway, and there's no need to drink straight concentrated juice in my opinion. So let's make more juice. I'm pressing the last of my cloths that are full of pulp, and what I'm going to do with this spent pulp is form it into a tight package and demonstrate how the premium Whole Health Foundation juicer can make over 10% more juice. And that's because of this solid bottom plate that has a lifetime warranty, incidentally. So we're going to form this, fold this underneath, advance that all the way. Notice my folding technique, and that's to minimize any slippage, and we'll do that in both directions. As you can see, I have repackaged the spent pulp into 3 double packets, and I'm going to use a measuring beaker to measure how much extra juice we can get using the Whole Health Foundation Premium Model Juicer. So 2 packets inside, centered left to right, centered front to back. This is very, very important, all the way back. And when I get juice flow, I'm going to back it off a little bit. I'm watching carefully here for juice flow. Back it off a little bit. And as soon as I see traction between the 2 cloths, I'm going to advance it all the way. Now from that small batch of juice, I was able to get 14 ounces of juice. I'll pour that into the container, and into the bottles they'll go. Now I'm topping these bottles off with water just until they're overflowing. And to get longest shelf life, you want there to be a convex curve on the top, so there's no air in the bottle whatsoever. So I'm going to cap these off and put them in the fridge. As you can see, my friends, I got 8 bottles of juice from this small batch. Carrots, beets, turmeric, and ginger. And enough for a taste test. And remember, one of these bottles, actually more than one of these bottles, came from pressing the already spent pulp using a Whole Health Foundation Premium Juicer. And I want to remind you that your most valuable nutrients come from the last 10% of any pressing. So let's do a taste test. And here we have a simple juice formula: carrots, beets, turmeric, and ginger. Let's taste it. Wow, there's a strong turmeric ginger taste in this juice, almost like medicine, but I can definitely taste the beets and the carrots. I hope you like what you've seen, my friends, and if you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to call me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. I'll see you in the next video.